Hey family, welcome back to our channel. If you're just starting your journey into Freemasonry, get ready. It's about to get really exciting. Think of it as a path of self-discovery where you'll uncover layers of wisdom and connection. Trust me, you're going to meet some amazing people and learn things that will totally blow your mind. You're going to love every moment of this adventure. Beyond the Blue Lodge, there's a whole world waiting for you. A deeper dive into Masonic teachings called the Scottish Rite. Think of it like leveling up in a game, right? You'll discover so much more to explore and learn. This branch of Freemasonry acts like a university of Masonic knowledge, offering a structured curriculum of 29 additional degrees, numbered from the 4th to the 32nd. Each degree reveals fascinating insights and rich symbolism, helping you grow and deepen your understanding of the craft. It's all about unlocking new levels of wisdom and connection. These degrees aren't just fancy pieces of paper. They're actually filled with powerful moral and philosophical lessons, shared through super engaging and dramatic stories that really stick with you. The ultimate aim is to take good men and provide them with the tools and inspiration to become even better, more enlightened, more compassionate, and more dedicated to the service of humanity. For those members who really go above and beyond for the craft, their community, and the rite, there's a special honor, the 33rd degree. It's a big deal, recognizing a life that truly reflects the best of Masonry's ideals. How cool is that? The core of the Scottish Rite is its dedication to continued education. It builds directly upon the foundational principles learned in the Blue Lodge, expanding upon the symbolism and allegory of the first 3 degrees. This series of high degrees delves into complex questions of philosophy, ethics, religion, and history, encouraging each member to think critically and reflect on his own character and place in the world. The lessons imparted through the 29 degrees are rich and varied, exploring timeless values such as integrity, justice, religious tolerance, service to humanity, and a profound reverence for a higher power. Each degree in the Scottish Rite feels like stepping into a captivating play, where every allegory hits home with its powerful message. It's not just about the stories, it's about how they really make you think and feel, right? At its core, the Scottish Rite is all about personal growth. It's like a roadmap guiding you to become a better version of yourself. Imagine learning valuable lessons that not only uplift your own life, but also inspire those around you. It's a beautiful journey of self-discovery and character building, encouraging members to reach for their best selves while lifting others along the way. The journey through the degrees is a personal one, with each Mason interpreting the lessons through the lens of his own experience and beliefs. The 33rd degree stands apart from this progressive system. This degree isn't just something you get by following the usual path. It's like a badge of honor for a select few. Imagine being recognized for your amazing contributions to the fraternity and society. It's awarded to those who have gone above and beyond, selflessly serving others and making a real difference. Think of members who've dedicated years to community service or mentorship. This is their moment to shine. It's all about celebrating those who truly embody the spirit of Freemasonry. The administration of the Scottish Rite is hierarchical and well organized. The central authority for the Rite is a Supreme Council, which serves as the governing body for all degrees from the 4th through the 33rd. Each country or large geographical jurisdiction typically has its own Supreme Council, ensuring consistent governance and adherence to the Rite's ancient constitutions and regulations. Globally, the Scottish Rite is the most widely practiced and largest of all Masonic rites, with a presence in numerous countries across the world. Its operations are carried out through a system of local bodies, often referred to as valleys, which are analogous to the lodges of craft masonry. Joining the Scottish Rite is like stepping into a whole new world for a master mason. Seriously, it's not just about the degrees. It's this incredible journey filled with rich rituals and deep symbolism. Imagine walking into a room where everything's designed to pull you in. Think dramatic productions with stunning period costumes, detailed sets that transport you back in time, and music that really sets the mood. Each degree tells a story, drawing you deeper into the experience. And honestly, it's both thrilling and enlightening. You're not just observing, you're part of something bigger, something that connects you with the history and traditions of Freemasonry. How cool is that? These presentations are all about bringing those historical and philosophical stories to life, right? They really immerse candidates in the lessons being taught, making it all feel super relatable. And guess what? Membership is open to any Master Mason in good standing with his home Blue Lodge, who's eager to dive deeper into the fascinating world of Masonry. It's like a journey to discover more light and understanding together. The activities of the Rite are centered around meetings, often called reunions, where degrees are conferred and fellowship is fostered. These gatherings provide a unique opportunity for members to connect with like-minded individuals, engage in meaningful discussion, and build lasting bonds of brotherhood. The Scottish Rite has some pretty fascinating roots that go way back to 18th century France. It all kicked off in Paris around 1758, which is just wild to think about, right? A major milestone in its journey happened on August 27, 1761, when this guy, Etienne Morin, who you might also know as Stephen Morin, got a patent from the Grand East in Paris. This patent was like a golden ticket, helping spread the Scottish Rite across the globe. It's amazing how something that started in one city could grow into such a significant part of Freemasonry today. Isn't it cool to see how history unfolds like that? This document granted him the authority to establish the Rite in all the 4 parts of the world. The foundational constitutions and regulations that would govern the Rite were drafted in 1762. Morin, who had been initiated into Freemasonry in Bordeaux, then departed France for the West Indies, returning to San Domingo, now the Dominican Republic. It was in the fertile ground of the West Indies, sometime between 1763 and 1767, that Morin empowered another Mason, Henry Franken, to confer the degrees of the Rite. Franken proved to be the crucial link in transmitting the system to North America. He traveled to the colonies and on October 7, 1767, chartered and constituted a Lodge of Perfection in Albany, New York. This event marked the establishment of the first formal body of the Rite of Perfection on the American continent. These early bodies initially conferred a system of degrees numbered from 4 to 25. The precise timing and circumstances under which the system expanded to include the 33 degrees we know today remain a subject of ongoing scholarly debate among Masonic historians. The Albany body was active until late 1774, when it ceased meeting. A second Lodge of Perfection was started in Philadelphia in 1782 and remained active until 1789. In 1783, a third Lodge of Perfection began meeting in Charleston, South Carolina, remaining active until about 1796. While these groups share the distinction of being the earliest to confer higher degrees in America, they were localized, and all 3 actively existed for relatively short periods. On May 31, 1801, the Scottish Rite formalized its existence in the United States, when Colonel John Mitchell and Reverend Dr. Frederick Dalcho met in Charleston, South Carolina, and opened a meeting of the Supreme Council 33rds of Freemasonry. Today, the Southern jurisdiction recognizes this date as its beginning and held its own bicentennial celebration in 2001. The first Lodge of Perfection in Albany was active for several years before it ceased meeting around late 1774. The seeds of the Rite, however, had been sown. A second Lodge of Perfection was established in Philadelphia in 1782, and it remained an active body until 1789. A third followed in 1783, when a Lodge of Perfection began its work in Charleston, South Carolina. The Scottish Rite, more formally known as the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, is an appendant body of Freemasonry. After a man becomes a Master Mason in his local Blue Lodge, he can join the Scottish Rite to continue his education on Masonic philosophy through a series of degrees. Key facts about the Scottish Rite expansion of Masonic teachings. The first 3 degrees of Freemasonry are offered through a Blue Lodge. The Scottish Rite expands on these teachings through degrees 40 through 32 degrees. Not a secret society. It is not a secret society, but a private fraternity that operates openly. While some modes of recognition remain private, it holds many events that are open to the public. The 33rd degree. This degree is not sought by members, but is an honorary degree awarded by the Supreme Council for exceptional service to the fraternity or humanity. Open to Master Masons. A Master Mason must petition to join the Scottish Rite, not the other way around. Origin. The name Scottish is for historical reasons and does not mean members must be from Scotland. The degrees were developed primarily in France in the 18th century, based on certain Scottish legends. Not a religion. Freemasonry is not a religion, but it does require members to believe in a supreme being. How that belief is expressed is up to the individual. Relationship to the shrine. The Scottish Rite is a separate and distinct group from the Shriners. However, a man must be a Master Mason to join the shrine, and many men are members of both organizations. U.S. jurisdictions. In the United States, the Scottish Rite is organized into 2 Supreme Councils. Northern Masonic jurisdiction covers 15 states in the Northeast and Midwest. Southern jurisdiction encompasses the remaining 35 states and several overseas jurisdictions. Its local chapters are known as valleys. Philanthropic work. The Scottish Rite is well known for its charitable efforts, which are funded by its members. Notable philanthropic endeavors include Right Care Childhood Language Program, provides free therapy for children with speech and language disorders. Scottish Rite for Children, a pediatric hospital in Dallas that specializes in orthopedic conditions. Scholarships. Offers scholarships for higher education to students who meet certain criteria. This body continued to meet until about 1796. While these 3 groups in Albany, Philadelphia, and Charleston share the distinction of being the earliest purveyors of the higher Masonic degrees in America, their influence was largely localized, and each was active for a relatively brief period in the grand timeline of the fraternity. The formalization of the Scottish Rite's existence as a national governing body in the United States occurred on May 31st, 1801. On that historic day in Charleston, South Carolina, 2 influential Freemasons, Colonel John Mitchell and Reverend Dr. Frederick Dalcho, convened a meeting and officially opened the Supreme Council 33rd degree of Freemasonry. This act marked the birth of the very first Supreme Council in the world, setting the stage for the Scottish Rite to take root and flourish in America. Can you believe that? Today, the Supreme Council, 33rd degree, northern jurisdiction of the United States, proudly celebrates this date as its official starting point. Can you imagine the excitement? They even threw an epic bash for their bicentennial in 2001. Talk about a milestone. Over 2 centuries of Masonic light and leadership have shaped countless lives and communities. It's really amazing to think about the traditions and values passed down through generations. If you're as fascinated by this rich history as I am, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up.